Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where last time we became a mighty empire, and Sultan Lovely became Malik al-Muazzam Lovely, and it was a huge big moment for the known world as a whole. A brand new empire appeared on the world stage. It was wonderful for our people and for our family and for our dynasty, but unfortunately it wasn't all good news, because also last time out, Rainbow, our player Heir, became a leper, which is not very good at all. So there he is. He had no kids before he contracted leprosy, and now he's a leper. His fertility is down by 95%. Now you might be looking at that thinking, okay, minus 95% is quite a lot, but it's not minus 100%. There is a 5% chance that maybe the stork could pop by with some children. And that would be the case if he also didn't have disfigured, because there was a bit of a botched medical treatment to try and treat his leprosy, and then he became disfigured as well. He didn't have a fun time out last time, did Prince Rainbow? So he's got leprosy, which is minus 95% to fertility, and then he's disfigured, which is a further minus 20% to fertility. So currently, Prince Rainbow's fertility is at minus 115%. So I would say, with a high degree of security, that the chance of any stork visits are very, very slim at best, which does leave us with a little bit of a succession crisis, because of course if we were to play as Rainbow, when he passes away, he's going to have no children. What happens to the empire? It's in a little bit of a precarious place right now, and I think Lovely would be well aware of this. He's not a daft man, is Lovely. He's very clever. Learning of 22 is not too shabby at all, so he would know what was going on, and also he's ambitious. He would do whatever it takes to secure the future of the empire that he's only just created. I don't think he'd want to see it kind of all fall apart a bit by being loyal to one child. So I think, yeah, he would do whatever it takes. So we might need to go ahead and designate an heir. But to do that, we have to go over to absolute crown authority over here. And it's not going to be popular with the vassals. I mean, minus 30 opinion here, because we're basically really taking control of everything. We're making sure that we are properly clamping down on everything they can do. So they're going to give us a huge big pile of more money, which is very welcome, and a load more levies as well. They can't go fighting without hooks on us. And I think we don't really have many vassals with hooks on us, so they can't go around the place sort of having fights and doing wars and such like, which does keep it a little bit more controlled, but very importantly, it allows us to designate an heir. And I think that's what we need to do. So I think we have to go and do this. To secure the future of the empire, we need to pass absolute crown authority, even though our vassals are going to very definitely hate it. So here we go. Let's go and do that. Hang on, quick check down here. So go to vassals. Most people are okay with us. I mean, yeah, you really like us. But I'm just thinking, yeah, if it comes down by 30, that's still going to be plus 51. That's going to be quite high still. Hang on, so I think, it's the person at the top who's got the least opinion of us. So you there, so Mahmud Parvizad of the Yakuti Emirate. You've got plus 62 opinion of us right now. So that'll come down to plus 32. Which, yeah, isn't plus 62 or plus 100, but it's not minus anything, so it's still okay. So I think, yes, we go ahead and do this. 648 prestige, I think we can just about afford it. So let us pass the highest level of crown authority. Here we go. Let's pass that. Let's go and check what people think about this. People are still seemingly okay with it. Okay, that's not so bad. Still quite a lot of plus 100s, plus 74, plus 87, plus 100. Okay, right, so I think we've got away with it with Lovely. I mean, the big problem is going to be when we play as the next person. The next person who takes over is going to have an immediate minus 30 opinion hit of all the vassals, which isn't very good, but Joe, we'll work around that. But there we go. So we've now got ourselves absolute crown authority. We are now ruling over the lands of the lovely people with an iron fist, as it were. And that also means if we go to succession, we can now designate an heir. So I'm really sorry, Rainbow. I'm really sorry. You were all kind of geared up to take over, and you were looking pretty good. You were looking very good. Stewardship 23 is very, very good indeed. We could have made some good money. I mean, intrigue not so great. Martial not brilliant. Diplomacy is okay. That's pretty good. So, yeah, you were looking very good, but I think now, for the future of the empire, we have to designate somebody else. The only problem is, who do we pick? Because we have got quite a lot of alternatives. We've got what? We've got Saucer, Teacup, Celebration, Unicorn, and Lovely the Second to pick from. So we've got 5 children that we might want to possibly designate as an heir, which one do we go for? I think we have to go and have a look at each one, don't we? So let's go to Saucer, because Saucer is next up in the sort of order of age. So yeah, Saucer is an interesting one, because Saucer also has no children at the age of 28. Which is a little bit worrying. So in terms of stats, Saucer is pretty good. She's okay. 22 diplomacy is not too bad. She's a vengeful, zealous, compassionate person, which is pretty good. And she's a genius, and she's Heir. So she's okay, but no children is a little bit of a concern at the age of 28. This might be the reason here, yes, because she is homosexual. So she doesn't really want to, do the whole stalk letter writing thing with her heterosexual husband there. That kind of thing maybe isn't happening. So that could also be a little bit of a problem for succession. It would seem a little bit hypocritical to go, do you know what, Rainbow? You're not having any kids, so yeah, we're going to take all this sort of, the empire away from you, and we're going to give it to Saucer. And he's going to go, but Saucer hasn't got any kids either. And we're going to go, oh yeah, okay, good point. So I don't think we can give it to Saucer. I don't think Saucer should have this. I don't think she should be given sort of the title of the heir, because she also doesn't have any kids. So we're not kind of dealing with a succession problem at all with that. So maybe not you, Saucer. Then we go over to Teacup. Of course, Saucer's twin there. Teacup is quite good. He does have some land already. He's got... Where have you got? Oh, you've got that little bit over there. The bit that we took last time. That's quite good. So you've got a little bit of land over there, which is very handy. Your diplomacy is pretty good. Stewardship's okay. Intrigue is quite high. That's quite good. And I mean, yeah, you're looking okay. You're looking okay, and you do have some children. You've got Habiba and you've got Tanine there. So Habiba is looking pretty good as well. A genius and Heir, so that's quite good. So with you, Dynasty Future is looking very good indeed. And then we can go on to Celebration. So Princess Celebration is pretty good. You've got a child. You've got Hat. You've got the wonderfully named Hat. Okay, so again, Future of the Dynasty looking pretty good. You are vengeful, zealous and brave. Hang on, what were you? You were vengeful, arbitrary and fickle. Hang on, why are all our children vengeful? You're not vengeful. Rainbow was lovely. He's gregarious, trusting and content. But then, yes, you've got Saucer, who's vengeful and zealous and compassionate. Teacup, who's vengeful, arbitrary and fickle. And then we've got... where are we? Then we've got Celebration, who's vengeful, zealous and brave. Okay, Unicorn. Unicorn, how are you? Are you vengeful? No, you're not. I know you're not very good though, Unicorn. In terms of stats, in terms of the ability to rule the empire, I don't think you're that good. You're not that good. Stewardship 18 is pretty good, but the rest of it isn't looking very good at all. Content, Patient, and Craven. Craven is not very good at all. So I think we can overlook Unicorn. I think Unicorn isn't going to be in the running. And then, of course, we get to Lovely over here. Only 17 years old, but he looks really good. So he's lustful, which is interesting. He's patient and he's diligent. No children right now, but that doesn't mean that he isn't going to have any because, of course, he's only 17. And I don't know how long they've been married. You're not with child right now, but, I mean, you've got plenty of time to do the whole stalk letter writing thing. And of course you are comely and genius and Heir, so you've got all the three traits. So I mean, you're definitely a front runner. You're definitely a front runner, but I'm not quite sure who we should pick. Who should we pick? So we've got Lovely is a definite person who's quite near the top of the list. Celebration is quite good, and it would be fun to play as a female character again, because of course we've got the equal gender law now. It'd be quite good to play as a female character because we haven't had one of those since the very beginning, since Amira Samira way back when. So that would be quite fun. Unicorn, I don't think we can go for Unicorn because I don't think you've got what it takes to run the Empire particularly well. Then Teacup's quite good. Teacup is also quite up there. But then Saucer does have some pretty good stats as well. So I'm not entirely sure who we go for. Oh, and let's not forget young Prince Custard, because you are one of our children, although you are only 4 years old. So I think that might be a little bit young to run a gigantic empire. So at the moment, we can overlook you as well. So we're going to overlook Custard and go back up to there. So we're not going to choose Custard. We're not going to choose Rainbow. We're not going to choose Saucer because she doesn't have any children and she's 28. And we're not going to pick Unicorn. So really, yes, we're down to either Teacup, Celebration, or Lovely the Second. I think it has to be Prince Teacup. He's got the stats required to run the empire, and he's got the children to secure the future of the dynasty and therefore the empire as well. I think it has to be Prince Teacup. I mean, Celebration is very good, and she does have a child, but her stats are not as good as Prince Teacup's there. his stats are very, very good indeed, particularly diplomacy of 25. That's going to come in very handy, trying to get vassals in line when he takes over. That's going to be very useful indeed. So that's very good. His other stats are pretty good as well. I mean, yeah, the lowest is 13 for martial and learning, which is very good. I mean, that's not a bad low number. That's pretty good. So you are looking good. Celebration, the stats are good, but not quite as good as Teacup's. And then over here, poor Lovely does have some wonderful stats, very good stats, but no children. And it would seem a little bit hypocritical to take the kind of heir status away from Rainbow because he hasn't got any children and give it to Lovely, who also doesn't have any children. That might be a little bit questionable. So I think it goes to Prince Teacup. I think that's what we do. So let's change it to Prince Teacup. I imagine this might not be overly popular with the other ones, but okay. Let us designate an heir for 1,000 of our prestige. Again, I think we can afford it. So, boom, there we go. So how is it looking now? So Teacup is the designated heir, and then it goes to Habiba, which makes sense. Then it goes to Tanine, so his two children, and then it comes back to Rainbow if something were to happen to them, and then of course over to Saucer. Right, is Rainbow okay with this? Is Rainbow okay? Yeah, he's not bothered. He's not bothered that we just kind of basically moved him down the line of succession. He doesn't seem overly fussed. Hang on, move time on a day. Does that need to recalculate? Does he need like a few minutes to think about that? No. I don't think he cares. Do you care that you've been kind of moved down the pecking order? No, they're not bothered. They're not bothered. Okay, that's quite good for us. That's quite good for us. Okay, right, that is that sorted. So our new player heir is going to be the wonderfully named Prince Teacup, which is very good. It's about time we had some tea-based rulers in this dynasty. So there we go. Prince Teacup is going to take over at some point. I don't know when. I mean, yeah, Lovely's health is poor. That doesn't mean he's going to die, imminently. But he's not doing very well. So, yeah, at least we've sorted that out. That was quite a big thing for us to get sorted out. Right, we have got a big pile of money. We've got a big pile of money. I think we spend that on improving a few more bits and bobs around the place. I think let's get some more stuff upgraded, maybe over in the capital, because we know we're always going to have this. So how about we upgrade? What about upgrading the barracks? That's quite good. So get smithies. Yeah, we'll get smithies, I think. So, yeah. 360 money. Let's get some smithies over here. Levies go up a little bit, but more importantly, heavy infantry and spearmen cause a bit more damage. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Yes, we shall have some smithies, please, over there. That's going to take a year to get sorted. And then down to 701 money. Anything we can do over here? They're all at level 5. Can we upgrade them any more? Yeah, we can. Okay, so how about we upgrade our desert agriculture to now include date groves. Okay, the sweet dates last for a long time and are a valuable good for traders. Okay, so it gives us 0.2 tax per month. Supply limit goes up. Yeah, okay, that's not a bad thing at all. That's only 280 money. That still leaves us with 421 money left. Let's go and upgrade something in Medina, shall we? Let's get this upgraded. We're slowly making this not quite as terrible as it once was. How about better camelry services? Let's get camel markets. Yeah, I quite like that. So what does that do? That gives us an immediate 0.4 tax per month. That's very good. Handful of levies and various bits and bobs go on down here. So things become tougher and quicker and whatever. Yeah, okay. We'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. So 3 quite useful building upgrades there. That's pretty good going. Okay, right, so get time moving on, let the money come back in, and then at some point, we are going to give out some of our kingdom titles to family members. There's been a little bit of sort of chat about that in the comments on the previous video. Some people saying, yeah, it's a good idea. Some people saying, oh no, it's a terrible idea because they can become strong and then overthrow you and all that kind of stuff. But I think if we're clever, in air quotes with it, we should be okay. I think we should be okay. Make sure that everybody just has one. Make sure that we don't give somebody 2 kingdom titles or sultanate titles or whatever. I think if we do that, we should be okay. We can manage that, I think. So, however, I would rather... Oh, hang on a minute. What's in a name? Okay. What's happened here? With the babe cradle in her arms, Malika al-Muazzama Tanaz, that's our wife. That's our secondary wife, isn't it? That's our secondary wife. Oh, okay. We've got a new child. Okay, hang on. Do we need to consider you into the succession as well? With the babe cradle in her arms, Malika al-Muazzama Tanaz wipes tears from her cheeks and addresses me without taking her eyes off our daughter. My love, perhaps we should name her Asia, after your modest acquaintance. Really? You want to name our daughter after this random woman who I don't know who she was? Hang on, she's dead. Hang on. She died. She died in 1313. I don't know who that is. I don't know who she is. Why would we name it after this random woman who I don't know? Actually, I had something else in mind. Yeah, okay, right. Let's give her a name that isn't a random old woman's name. Let's give you a name that we actually choose. I think we'll call her Blanket. The only thing is, I can't quite recall if we've already had a Blanket in the dynasty at some point in the past. I'm not entirely sure. If we have, then it was probably quite a long time ago. So that whole sort of Blanket line would have died out by now. I haven't seen it kind of popping back up anywhere. So maybe we did and they just sort of, that whole line has fizzled out. Or maybe we haven't. But whatever the case, there we go. We shall call you Blanket because blankets are lovely, aren't they? You can snuggle under a nice warm blanket and watch some TV or read a book or whatever. So yeah, we'll call you Blanket. I like that. Much better than whatever that other random old lady's name was. So there you go, Blanket. Welcome to the world. How are you? Already, we're up to 507 money. I mean, if we wait until all those buildings are done and we can see when that is, look at that. That temple, the date grows, are going to be done in a matter of days. It's just so fast. It's so quick getting stuff done. Oh no. Grandmaster Farouk's back with his regular weekly meetings of the Order of St. Anthony. Okay, we're being invited to these, are we? Okay, as long as there is tea and you bring biscuits or cake or something, then it's fine. Is that just going to keep coming up every week? Yep, on the 8th and then on the 15th. Oh no, who let him back in charge? Who let him back in charge? See, we saw this ages ago and then it went away. And I thought maybe he died or something, but no, here we go. We've got, it's a bit weird. We've got, this Ashari Muslim chappie who is somehow in charge of a Christian holy order, which is a little bit weird. I don't quite understand how this has happened. I suspect maybe it's a little tiny delicious baguette in the game. So, that's just going to keep coming up now a lot. That's just going to keep popping up all the time. Okay, let's get that one thing done there. Okay, that's quite good. Oh, we've died. Oh my goodness me. It's a good job we changed that over when we did. Oh my word. Okay, that was a complete surprise. There I was earlier going, oh, it'll be absolutely fine. We've got a while left yet. We're not in imminent danger of dying. And we've died. Oh no. Malik Al-Muazzam lovely. Oh, that was very sad and very sudden indeed. Okay, we're just going to spend some money. We're just going to spend some money on stuff. But no, I think that maybe we should keep it to, give to people as gift to try and get people on side. Malik Al-Muazzam Lovely of the Lovely People Empire has passed on to eternity at 67 years of age. He died of old age. A man of pleasant disposition, he will be remembered for his benevolent rule. Malik Al-Muazzam Teacup ascends to the throne in the nick of time. A petty and spiteful man, his vassals will need to tread carefully around him. Okay, game, yeah, that's it. You big him up there. You fill him full of confidence. So we lost no titles at all, which is very exciting. And there we go. So we ruled for 24 years. How does that stand? That is relatively low. Relatively low. So I think, Fadl II was 15 years. And then going all the way back here, Emir Bernard was 19 years. And then, and then it was lovely, 24 years. So the third shortest reign that we've had so far. Although some have been particularly lengthy. Samira, 51 years. Got 37 years for Fadl I. Sunrise was in charge for 42 years. So there have been some very good long reigns. But there we go. Lovely has passed away. Oh, lovely. At least you did get the whole succession thing sorted out. At least that was sorted out. And you went to your final rest knowing that the future of the empire was a little bit more secure. But there we go. That's all very sad. Lovely has passed away. And so we say our final farewell to Malik Al-Muazzam Lovely, who leaves behind his beloved wife and soulmate Habiba, and of course his 8 children and many, many grandchildren. A very popular man was Lovely. He was well loved by many people and was even quite popular with his vassals from the moment he took over, which is quite the achievement. Even though he was blind, the cause of which we never did find out, he never let this stop him, and he achieved a great deal, expanding the borders of the realm and investing heavily in many new buildings and troops. He finally drove the Coptics and the pesky Nudi Adamites away from the lands to the south of the realm, and he got rid of the Fatimids to the north, and he also used his charm to vassalize people without bloodshed at all, which is always a nice thing to do, a very lovely thing to do, you could say. After investing in some troops, Lovely was, I think, the first character we've played as to emerge victorious in defending against Pope Squad in one of their many crusades, and he did very well with that, policing the lands of Jazeera to make sure it remained in Ashari control. But of course, the thing that Lovely will always be remembered for, the thing that wrote his name into history forever, was the founding of the Empire of the Lovely People. Of course it was, elevating the status and fame of the dynasty to even greater levels and making sure that the name Lovely People is known around the entire world now and forevermore. And I think it's worth pointing out again that he did all of that stuff whilst he was blind, which I think just makes his achievements even more impressive. So I think with all that taken into account, we should remember Lovely as the father of the Empire. But alas, Lovely's time is over, and the time of Teacup is about to begin. Okay, here we go. Our reign as Malik al-Muazzam Teacup has begun, and of course, because we're playing as a new character, we have to go and do all of the new character stuff, like pick a lifestyle and sort the council out and all that kind of stuff. So prepare yourselves for some lovely red-hot administrative action. However, let's begin by going to have a look at Teacup. So what's going on with you? So you are fickle. Okay, so you might change your mind quite a bit. You're hard to predict. You're arbitrary. So you do your own thing and you don't really care for other people's opinions. And you are vengeful, which is very interesting. I don't think we've played as a vengeful character quite yet. So you're slow to forget a slight or someone who does him wrong. So you're not necessarily evil, you're not necessarily horrible, but if somebody does do you wrong, then you are going to remember that and you're going to go and get your own back. Okay, right, that's fine. You have a 3-star education trait and charisma. You're a desert warrior. Oh, okay, right, you're a little bit fighty. You're a twin, of course. Your twin is Saucer, and you are comely. You're a genius, and you are hale, and you've picked up the valued administrative courtier trait, which is very handy. So stewardship goes up, control growth goes up, monthly stewardship lifestyle experience up by 15%. That's quite good. And of course, you have all the kind of titles under your control. Diplomacy of 21. That's quite good. Martial of 13 is okay. Stewardship 16 is pretty good. Intrigue 17 is very good. Learning of 14 is pretty good. And a prowess of 16. Okay, what's that there? Increased defences. Oh, okay, right, that's quite good. Right, so now we've kind of had a look at you. Do we have any kind of deep, dark secrets or anything? So hang on a minute. Intrigue. Okay, oh, hang on. I think we need to move it on one day, don't we? We've got to move it on a day so stuff can kind of recalculate. So hang on, 4. There we go, to the 5th. The new Malik al-Muazzam. With the passing of my father, Malik al-Muazzam Lovely, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and shrug. Oh, the things that I will accomplish. Okay, I'm sure you will, Teacup. I'm sure you'll have a very good, glorious reign. Long live the Malik al-Muazzam. Okay, so we got the Lovely People Empire, and I think here everything's going to recalculate now. So there's going to be factions. We'll sort that out in a second. The dynasty head has become Emir Quaward, a 13-year-old. That'll come back to us in a bit. Oh, we completed the date groves. Oh, that's quite nice. There we go. Right, so nothing, no sort of schemes or anything going on. Hooks and secrets. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. There are quite a few secrets. So we haven't got any hooks. Secrets known to me. Oh dear. Right, okay. We've got some children that are ours, born out of wedlock. So we are Karima Tibid's lover. So we are this person's lover who is... Oh, no, you're married to this person here. Okay, so we've been doing some fairly naughty stalk letter writing. And... she's had 2 children. So those 2 kids, is it those? Yeah. Niku and Muzdar. Those 2 kids are actually ours, not his. Oh dear. Right. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, right. That's going to get very awkward. However, it's a secret. It's a secret. Nobody else needs to know. It's all fine. We're not going to give that away. That's it for that, I think. Factions, there'll be all sorts of these, but we'll sort that out in a bit. We'll kind of work that out in a moment. Okay, right. So, lifestyle. Diplomacy at the moment. What have we gone down? Diplomat. Okay, makes perfect sense. I mean, yeah, True Ruler again is very good. So Thoughtful is opinion gain from sending a gift is up by 100%. So if we send gifts, they're going to get a lot of opinion. Ducal Conquest, title creation cost comes down and we get special Casus Belli. Defensive negotiations, we can get an alliance without marriage. Independent rulers like us. Embassies, learn language scheme is up a bit. Power-wise, that's quite good. And each alliance grants +1 diplomacy. That's very handy. And forced vassalage, you're able to use the forced vassalization Casus Belli. Okay, so we might be able to go around the place and sort of force people to join us. How exactly does that work exactly? We don't get to figure out what the forced vassalization one does. We'll go and look at that in a bit. So we're going to have to get adaptive traditions, then flexible truces, then accomplished forger, and then down to diplomat. Okay, diplomat is good. Diplomacy up by 3. That will help quite a bit on keeping the vassals under control. The only thing is, I think this one's better. I think this is better. I mean, those things up there are sort of okay. They're sort of okay, but that's really good. Offer vassalization acceptance +25 is really good. What's our stress level like? It's at nothing at all. Is it worth just spending a little bit? What do we get? 46 stress. That's hardly anything. So I think we do this now. We readjust our perks over to August over here to come down to the bottom here. Because I prefer this one. I think that's a bit better. And then I think we could then we'll have the big feast anyway, because we always throw a feast when we start to do character, because that's good to get your vassals on side, and that'll bring the stress back down. I think that's what we do. So we've got 5 perks. We can get down to True Ruler already. We can get that. So how about then we have foreign affairs focus? That's quite good. I mean, yeah, what would we go? What are we again? Vengeful, arbitrary, and fickle. Okay, I mean, we're fickle. That makes sense. We've gone through all this and we're going to change it round to do something else. That is the sign of somebody very fickle. So, okay, also, good hat. I like that hat. That's very nice. It's the one with the kind of strappy bits coming down the side. I do like that hat. Yeah, okay, so we'll get a bit of stress. We can only do it once in a lifetime. So we reset that, and there we go. We've now got 5 perks to spend again, and we know where they're going. They're going to go down the August tree here. Okay, so we've got Benevolent Intent, Sway Scheme powers up by 30%. Firm Hand, monthly prestige per dread. Have we got any dread? Are we particularly dreadful? We are a little bit dreadful. Oh, because we're arbitrary. That gives us +15 natural dread. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's okay, that's not too much. Inspiring Rule, monthly prestige per powerful vassal on the council +5%. We haven't sorted the council out quite yet, so we'll try and maybe get a little bit of prestige from that. And then Praetorian Guard, monthly prestige per knight, up by 2%. And then, of course, our final perk can go down here on True Ruler, offer vassalization acceptance up by +25. Very useful indeed. So now we can go and try and vassalize people without having to fight them, which is very handy. Foreign affairs focus is set. Okay, so that's that done. Yeah, we've got factions. Hang on, we don't want to commission an artifact. A feast, yes. Not going to do a hunt quite yet. Hold court, we'll do that in a second. Let's get the council sorted. Right, okay, so our Grand Alamar is a bit rubbish. Can we please get somebody significantly better? I mean, hang on, if we order it by that, oh my word, we've got somebody here who's got a learning of 44. Wow, you're like super brainy. Okay, hang on a minute, let's go back over here. Look, so who can we get? Oh, okay, we've got a couple of good options here. So Chancellor wise, let's get Emir Caradin the Foolish in, because he's got 20 and he's a powerful vassal. I'd like to get all the powerful vassals onto the council, because then they'll like us a bit more. Because our opinions are not looking good. -61, -56, -61, -91, -100. Wow. Okay, Emir Mahmud Parvazad really, really, really hates us. Oh dear. Too many duchies. Too many duchies. Oh, we've got the duchy title that we had before. Oh, okay, right, yeah, we can get rid of that. That's fine. We'll give that to somebody else. That's okay. Yeah, okay, right. So let's get, hang on. So you've got 31. But I think, yeah, I mean, look, that one's quite high. Then 24. I think, yes, we get you in. We get you in because you are a powerful vassal. We want to get you on board. So pop you into that position. -11. That's quite a lot. He likes us quite a lot more. Still doesn't like us very much, but he likes us least less than he did previously. Marshal-wise, let's get you, I think, because you've got 20. Steward-wise, You're coming in at 25. And then Spy Master. Oh, it could be you. 16 isn't great, but it'll keep you happy. It'll keep you happy. Do you know what? Yes, you can come in and you can be our Spy Master. Now down to minus 63 opinion. Brilliant. And then over here, I mean, yeah, we could replace you with a mere Akin Ibn Cold Drink, but he's only got a learning of 12, which isn't very good. I mean, the chappie there's got 9, so it's a marked increase on that, but still 12 isn't very good. When we've got people with, say, 44 learning over here, and we do have to keep that person forever because we can't change them repeatedly. That these we can swap around, but that one we appoint them and that's kind of it. The thing is, how old are you? 64 years old. Are you going to be around that much longer? And we're not so bothered about doing some of this. So do you know what? Yeah, let's assign you to the court chaplain position, and that might well keep you happy. Minus 41 opinions. So yeah, okay, that's quite good. That's quite good. So their opinions have kind of come down a bit. So, okay, there we go. Council sorted. Actually, whilst we're looking at the council, maybe we should get you to go and do some more faith converting. Are there any more Adamites? There's loads of Adamites down here. Away with you, Adamites. So you go and tell those people that they should wear some clothes. And then over here, actually, hang on a second. Do we want Chappie to gather some taxes to get us some money? Or do we want him to promote culture? Because at the moment, we're not earning lots of money. We're earning an okay amount of money. 34.8 money per month is pretty good. But I think that's come down a bit, mostly because our vassals aren't happy with us. And because we're a clan government, the more they like us, the more money and levies they give to us. So I think as our sort of popularity grows, that'll start ticking up. So maybe we don't necessarily need the steward collecting taxes. Maybe we could go and promote our lovely culture about the place. Would you like to become Darlaxian? There's not a lot of Darlaxian on this side of the sort of big rivery inlet bit there. It's kind of all over here, isn't it? I mean, it would make sense to get that as Darlaxian, because then that kind of completes that kind of, Darlaxian donut at the minute. So, okay, go like that, please. You go to there. So it's going to take him 6 years to get that religion sorted. And it's going to take him 8 years to tell them to go and be a bit more Darlaxian. Good grief, that's a very long time. Okay, that's going to take a very long time indeed. Okay, hang on a minute. Are we still wearing the right things? Let's go and have a look. Oh no! The lucky Bedouin coin's going to fall apart. Okay, hang on. Have we got all the right people in various court positions? Who haven't we got? Architect don't need. A jester. Have we got anybody? We can make our sister-in-law the jester. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. Sister-in-law, please come and be the court jester. It's going to be wonderful for you. It's going to be a fun job. Although opinion with her comes down by 20. Because nobody wants to do that job. Do you know what? You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, Jahira. So you are... Oh, you're lovely. You're lovely's wife. Do you know what, though? That kind of makes sense with what we're like. So hang on. Appoint her to that. So yeah, you can be the jester. You do put on kind of official jester kind of robes or whatever. But yeah, we are arbitrary. We don't really care. We're kind of going, well, do you know what? I want to be a court jester. I've got little regard for your opinions on the matter. I want you to be the court jester. Please get on with it. Go and do some juggling or whatever. So yeah, okay, that's quite good. The only thing is, you do have to wear the appropriate headgear. Come on now. So where are we? Headgear. Where is it? It's probably right at the bottom. Jester's hat. Apply the changes. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. Royal Architect. Poet. Oh, we can't get a poet. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. These ones here say nobody meets the requirements. Why doesn't poet do that as well? And we don't need a champion. Okay, so I think all the other positions are all filled, which is good. That's a very positive thing. Okay, so happy about that. So, right, the court positions are good. What were we going to do? I was probably going to do something really important and profound, but I can't quite recall what it was. Oh no, we're looking at the court stuff, weren't we? Hang on. So yeah, now we need to look at this. So we have got an antiquarian. So the lucky Bedouin coin, I think really we should go and fix that. Oh, these are all... Oh no! The fine book about books is falling apart. It's got 1 year of... Oh, and the... Hang on, why is everything suddenly collapsing really badly? All these things are almost falling apart. Okay, we've got 907 money. We might need to possibly go and spend some money on fixing things. Hang on. Unequip these for now. So unequip that, unequip that, unequip that, unequip that. Okay, so crowns. We've got Sultan Fadl's crown on right now. So prestige up, monthly tyranny down, don't care about tyranny. Powerful vassal opinion up by 8, that's quite good. Building construction cost down by 5%, very handy. Emir Cake's crown, vassal limit up, not so bothered. Bedouin crown, Men-at-Arms maintenance down by 1% is good, but Sultan Fadl's crown is the better one. Regalia, we've only got that one, so we'll keep that. Armour, we've now got 3 lots. Okay, where did we acquire these other 2 from? Okay, this is quite exciting. Hang on, so we've got Erdmerd Lamellar armour that we're wearing now. Prowess is up by 2, Prestige up by 0.1, Faith Hostility Advantage plus 2. But that there, Count Mate's powerful laminar armour, whatever that means, is made by like laminate kind of sort of plates or something. Prowess up by 3, Knight Effectiveness up by 2%. All that is prowess by 2, injury resistance to prowess. Okay, so it does provide some actual sort of tangible armour benefits plus 1. Attraction of peanut by 4. I think we go for that. Prowess is up by 3. I mean, we're quite good anyway. So we get another point from that. Hang on, where's it gone? Come back. Where's my armour gone? But then, yeah, Knight Effectiveness up by 2%. It's not much, but it's better than no percent. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll pop that on. Weapon, the spear is prowess plus 2, enemy fatal casualties. We could have that Warhammer is prowess plus 5, Knight Effectiveness plus 6%. Or that Warhammer is prowess plus 3. We're going to have Malik Gonzalo's Warhammer. I don't know who Malik Gonzalo is, but he's got a mighty fine Warhammer. And now we've got it. Okay, and then trinkety things. There's loads. Right, hang on. So, let's repair this. Fine book about books. 63. So, hang on. I'm going to try and work out what that should go to, but I can't work it out. 854? No, 844. 800, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, it's in maths in my own head. Brilliant. So that should be about the same. So repair the Bedouin coin. Repair that thing, because that's going to fall apart. And repair that marble scepter. We just got them in time. They're literally going to fall apart. Like a strong gust of wind and they're just going to crumble. And I think the rest of it's okay. Not so bothered about that. That can fall apart. Metaphysical do you know what? It's got 10 years left in it. Yeah, it's fine. Another marble scepter. We'll keep those because they are quite good. So it's only 38 monies. And then the rest of it is sort of okay. Right. Okay, so now we need to figure out what we'd like to have upon our person. So I think, yeah, we're going down diplomacy. So we're going down diplomacy route. So none of this is really going to help very much because that's lifestyle experience. That's stewardship. We'll have the couple of marble scepters because that's learning up and that's quite handy. So yeah, we'll have... hang on. The Lovely People Romance, Vassal Opinion, up by 8. That is very handy. We'll take that, thank you. We'll have the other Marble Scepter. And then we've kind of got a free pick. So let's start from the bottom. Old Ledger, Stewardship, last one, not bothered. Brooches, Fertility up by 25%. Not so bothered about that. We've already got 3 kids, I think it is. Prestige up 0.3 a month is quite good. That's Prestige up a tiny bit. That's a health boost. That could be quite good. That's stewardship lifestyle. That's personal scheme success chance. That's learning lifestyle. That's stewardship. That is learning. That's stewardship. That's learning. Okay, do you know what? We shall have on medical material to give ourselves a small health boost. That's no bad thing at all. Okay, so now we've got that sorted. Royal Court. Why have we picked up loads more of these? Oh, really? Or is it just telling us that we've got 18 that we haven't displayed? We can't have 18 new ones, can we? That can't be the case. We might have some amazing things in it that I've just never looked at. I mean, that seems quite good. Injury resistance to prowess up by 3. Okay, do you know what? It's fine. The court is okay. Yay for that. That's all fun. Right, I think now, to maybe get some of these factions out of the way, we should go and do a party. Let's go and have a great big feast. You can all come and eat at my place. It's okay. I'll get the snacks out, get some food, get some drinks. We'll have a fun time. We need to do the Hajj as well. But let's host an exotic feast first. So here we go. I'm going to lose 45 stress. So we're going to pretty much lose all the stress that we took reorganising our perks, which is good. 175 money. Yes. Go and do that, please. And now... we can actually get time ticking on a bit better. Right, various people are creating factions against us. That's no great surprise. Right, welcome, friends. And of course, we've got quite a big hit. If we go and look at you, for example. So, you don't like us because we're arbitrary. It's already -5 down. Short reign is -14. Absolute crown authority is -30. So, even before we begin, we're on minus 14 and minus 44 opinion of us, just from the off, just because we've not been in charge long and we have absolute crown authority. And then he wants an alliance as a clan vassal, so that was minus 30. He sees arbitrary as a sin, because it is in our religion, so that's another minus 10. So this could be quite tricky. But okay, let's throw a big old party, because people do like that. And we're still going to Grandmaster Farouk's sort of tea parties, which is quite nice. Right, so, oh no, don't stop breaking things. Okay. Right, hang on. So is this going to cost us money? No. I think this is one where we don't have to pay any money, which is exciting. The great table seat in the upper nobility on the dais gave a loud crack, and a moment later it gave in under the weight of food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guest and I had to be fitted in among the lower nobility, I ended up close to my wife, Malika Al-Muazzama Saman. Emir Present took it poorly, however, and told everyone it was a grave injustice to be seated with lords and ladies barely better than commoners. Oh dear Emir Present, that's a little bit aloof of you, isn't it? Acting quite the opposite, Emir Prophet displayed grace and humility among his lessers. Well done, Emir Prophet. Emir Prophet Ibn Pai of the Profited Emirate. Brilliant. Saman and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. I mean, you are married, so you are allowed to go and do that. That's okay. We need to get another spouse as well. What a great night. Oh, she's become our friend. Okay, she likes us at least. That's quite good. Hang on a minute. Somebody's died. A kin has died. The guy we put in charge of the thing. The guy we put in charge of that has died already. We did say he might die, and already he's dead. Okay, hang on a second. This is perfect. This works out completely perfectly. So Chappie here, because the other guy's now dead, who was a powerful vassal, this guy is now taken over, and he's the one with learning 44. So at the moment, Jalil is going to take 5 years to convert faith in that county. If we put this Chappie on the council, which he wants to be anyway because he's powerful, how long is that going to be until it comes down? So 5 years is down to 2 years. You've knocked 3 full years of effort off that, which is very good. And opinion down to minus 11. That's quite good. And I think as well, hang on a second. So as my guests leave, they seem to depart in good spirits. I am also relieved to see that Malika Al-Muazzama Saman does not depart without saying farewell. I would like to think that she would say farewell, and we'll see her later on. We both know we will be seeing each other again soon. What a woman. Okay, so she gains 30 opinion of us for 10 years. We gain a pile of prestige, which I suppose is quite handy at the minute because we haven't got a lot of that. And every guest gains 30 opinion of us for 10 years because we hosted a great feast. That's quite a lot. That's going to offset the whole sort of high crown authority thing. So if we do that now, has that taken into account? Yeah, look. So he likes us now. Plus 26, plus 27, minus 10, plus 25, minus 10. That's looking pretty good. And the dynasty head has changed to Emir Abdul Ghaffur, became the new dynasty head of the Lovely People dynasty. Why? Why are you the new dynasty head? It'll become us eventually, I'm fairly sure. At some point it'll go back to us. Okay, right. Clear all that out the way. Factions. Hang on, what's that? A court event. Okay, hang on. Factions. So what is happening here? So Independence faction. There's one person in that, not so bothered. They're kind of peasanty ones. Okay, that Liberty faction there, that could be a problem. They might send an ultimatum in 7 months' time. Okay. So you are providing, can we see how much you're providing? You're providing 18.6% of that faction's military power. You're our steward, so you like us anyway, but what if we gave you a huge big pile of money? And we don't mind doing this. It's not like we're greedy or whatever. We quite want to give you 225 money, which will max his opinion out at 100. That's quite good. Or do we do a hunt? Because people that go on the hunt also get opinion. But the problem with that, I suppose, is that it's it costs a bit of money, but then it might not affect these people. It might not affect them. Do you know what? No, we'll give him some money. Let's give you some money. Let's send you a gift. In fact, do you want to send you an artifact? No, we'll send you a gift. Here you go. Would you like 225 money for 75 opinion? Of course you would. There you go. So do that. And then we've not got much money left, but we're getting it back. So tick time on. Is he going to drop out of that faction? I imagine he will. I imagine he'll drop out of that at some point because he really likes us now. Okay, this person over here has arrived to pay homage to us. That's very lovely. Oh no. Hang on, something's happened here. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Emir Abdul Wahab, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the empire. Emir Abdul Wahab rises, looking awkward. From the corner of my eye, I notice my mother Habiba swooning, clearly besotted by the Emir. Mum, you're embarrassing me. Okay, I think we are done here. Or how dare you? Out. Okay. Okay, so if we say we're done here, he spends 75 prestige. We gain grandeur, we get some stuff, we get some renown. If we say how dare you out, we kick him out. He gets grumpy with us, but he does get the nickname the Stud. And then the court grandeur stuff happens anyway. I don't think we kick him out. He's our marshal and our master of the horse and a master of the hunt. So we're done here. It's fine. Just go away and I'll go and have a word with my mum and just tell her to stop being so embarrassing. Stop it, mum. And there we go. We've become the dynasty head of the Lovely People dynasty. There we go. Balance is restored. Oh, and look at that. Amidst all the holy order nonsense going on, we've completed those camel markets as well, which is a good thing. And our money is already up to plus 49.4 per month, and our levies are ticking up as well, because of course as time passes by, all these sort of vassals like us a bit more. Our short reign penalty comes down, they get a bit more happy with us, and we get some more money in levies from them, which is useful. Okay, he's now the top contributor. So hang on, he's contributing 13%, he's contributing 17.6%. Okay. Do we give you some nice money instead? We need another 200. We don't have 206 money. Okay, no, you're correct. We don't have 206 money. You're absolutely right, game. In 5 months' time, they're going to go and issue an ultimatum at us. I mean, we could, if we wanted to, we could marry one of our children to one of his children. Because quite a lot of people in the comments said that means that he then can't join factions against us. And I think he'd be okay with that. It'd be okay with that. Hang on, can we do anything else with this? Can we sort of get an alliance or whatever? Is that a thing that you'd quite like? Don't think it is. Okay, so suggest, hang on, what kids have we got? Hang on, go and have a check. So we've got Princess Habiba. Okay, so that's, oh, hang on. Are we educating her? Who's educating her? Our wife and friend. I would rather us do that. I would rather us educate that child. Remove that guardian. And we will go and do that ourselves, thank you very much. And we will do that to you as well. Tanine, who's still got the consumptions. Oh dear, right, remove guardian and then educate the child. We will do that. And then what about, right, young Princess Helene? Oh, look. Comely, genius, robust. Oh my goodness me, these are amazing things. Okay, you definitely need a guardian as well. I'm tempted. Oh no. This is where it gets a bit mean. This is where it gets a little bit mean. I'm very tempted to not educate. Oh no, but she's robust and genius as well. But we could possibly at some point play as her because she's really good. She's really good in terms of stats. And we can nominate our heirs now. So maybe we wouldn't play as Habiba. Maybe we'd play as Princess Helene? However you say that word there. Do you know what? Okay, we're not going to educate Princess Tanine, so remove us as that guardian and educate child, find somebody else. Okay, who's going to be good at this? Who's going to be good? Who's good? The court physician. Yeah, there you go. You can do that. So you go and do that, please. And then we will then go and educate. Oh, hang on. We'll educate you. So educate you, because I think you have a very strong future ahead of you, Princess Helene. That's exciting, isn't it? Oh, that's very good. Okay, we sorted that out. What are we doing? I've gone off on a complete tangent. Oh yeah, we were looking at marrying somebody to one of his children. I mean, yeah, they've got a daughter, a son who's 10. Okay, hang on. So could we arrange a marriage? Player heir is Habiba, but what if we say Tanine? What if we say Tanine marries him? That'd be quite good. And that would get him out of the way. And also she might go and inherit land and all that kind of stuff. Can we do it matrilineally? Yes, we can. he's happy about that. Okay, so let's do that then. So we'll use Princess Tanine in the middle there as a bit of a bargaining block, but maybe that'll get that Liberty faction out of the way. And of course we're arbitrary, so we don't really care. We're not that bothered. Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, they're related. Are they related? Oh, they're very distantly related. I'm sure it's fine game. Right, so if we do that, look, my sister Celebration has given birth to a son. Okay, so Celebration has given birth to a son. We've got a new nephew. Okay, what should we call you, nephew? Let's call you Sunbeam. I quite like that. Sunbeams are lovely, aren't they? You can see them when they kind of break through trees and leaves and things. And you can see like individual sunbeams kind of beaming down onto the ground. They're quite lovely. They're quite pretty. So yeah, okay, you can be called Sunbeam. Right, we want to get this sorted, don't we? Has that betrothal been arranged? Is that all done? And no, there we go. Right, so we've got an alliance with that guy. That guy now really likes us. And I think he's dropped out of the thing. Yes, he's no longer in the Liberty faction. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That works quite well. Thank you. So now next up is Emir Cold Drink the Second. Okay, but that faction's now not powerful enough. Was there another one? There's one person up there. That person would like independence. Okay, you keep on dreaming, my good, so you keep dreaming, because that's not going to happen for a while. And of course, we have our 3 emirate titles, so they're not going to help either. So I think if we get rid of one of these, we're going to lose the penalty of having too many emirates, and that'll make people like us a little bit more. Okay, we can do this. We can work our way through this. It's going to be fine. So that's the current thing that we've got. So we've got the Emirate of Sinai over there, and then we've got the Emirate of Mecca over there, and then of course the Emirate of Delax down there. I kind of feel like we have to keep the Emirate of Delax. The Emirate of Mecca is ours. Are we making use of that? What did we put in Mecca? What Emirate building did we put in? Oh yeah, it's the fancy kind of gold generating one, isn't it? Okay, so that's quite good. So we've got that in. I think, yeah, we get rid of that one. We get rid of that over there. Somebody did point out, actually, in the comments on the previous video, I completely missed this, but down there, look, in Sinai, it's one of our holy sites. That is one of our very own holy sites. And now because we have that, when controlled by Asharism, the following effects apply to all Asharis. We get +1 learning and, for some reason, advantage in desert mountains. So because we control this, people over in that part of the world are very good at fighting in a deserty mountain. I don't quite know how that works, but okay, we'll roll with it, shall we? That's really good. That's really good. I don't think there's a particular special building down here or anything. There's not like a special unique building. It's just the holy site, I think. I think that's kind of it. There's nothing kind of exciting down there apart from it being a holy site. But that's still fine. That's still quite good. And we control that because they're ours. So I think what we do is, yeah, if we get rid of, hang on, go and check something. So go to, yeah, the Spy Master, look, -61. He doesn't like us very much. But yeah, too many duchies, -15. So if we get rid of that, that's going to make him like us a bit more. So, okay, the Emirate of Sinai, we can either give that to somebody else. Hang on, who's got that bit of land? Count Ismail. Is that ours? Is that under our control? No, it's not. Okay, that might be the issue. I was thinking, hey, we could just give that to somebody else. What we'll do is, for now, we'll just destroy that title. Just to make sure that people like us a bit more. We can always kind of put that back in later on or whatever. So get rid of that. It costs 400 prestige. We're okay with that. So there we go. But now, go and check this. -46, because we haven't got that penalty anymore. That's really good. Okay, right, that's working out. Emir Mahmud wants an alliance as a clan vassal. Can we just kind of ally to you like this? Don't think we can. Okay, never mind. Right, we can't sort that out, but there we go. He likes us, not very much, but still, at least less than he did before. Okay, so this chappie here, Emir Aram II, has come along and demanded the marble sceptre of Jira. We've got 2 of those, but we like them. They give you +1 learning, and we're holding both of those. We're dual-wielding marble sceptres of Jira, so we quite want to keep our hands on those. And it does say the pointy end is still powerful. So, if somebody does come and attack us, we can jab them with the pointy end. Although, to be fair, the other end, the top end, does look quite angry as well. If you were to jab somebody in the head with that, it's got lots of little pointy bits on. That'd quite hurt as well. But, okay, so he wants that from us. We're going to say no. So we've lost 60 opinion of him. He's going to lose 60 opinion of us. Oh, dear. Okay, that's not great. That's not great. He's going to be a bit grumpy with us, but we'll try and bring him round. It's okay. Did I just accept that? I think I might have accepted it. I clicked on decline and then pressed the accept. Do you know what? You can have that, my friend. Amiraram, you can have that. Look at that. He likes it a bit more. It's only 1 point of learning. We got a point of learning back from having that holy site over there. Oh dear. Okay, it's fine. We'll pick another trinket. If I do this quick enough, nobody will notice. Okay. What can we go for then? I mean, all these give other kind of things a bit, so we don't need some of these things. Monthly learning, lifestyle. I can't believe I just did that. Because I was looking at what happens when you decline. I pressed the accept button thinking, I'm going to accept the decline, but no, I accepted the request. Never mind. What can we have from this list? Just anything that gives us... I mean, we could have a magnificent brooch. That's prestige up by 0.3 and fertility up by 25%. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. Oh, while we're here, actually, hang on a second. I know what we can do as well. Just to really hammer the point home that we want people to like us. I think, firstly, let's get ourselves a secondary spouse, because we only have the one spouse right now. So let's go and get somebody else to marry. Hang on a second. Totit Solomonid. I'm fairly certain we've seen her multiple times whilst we've been looking for spouses for people. I'm fairly sure we've seen that name come up a few times. Why are you not married yet, Totit? Have you got some sort of deep, dark secret or something going on? No. I mean, you're quite good. You're quite good in terms of stats. You're not that bad at all. Genius, comely, you're novice physician, 4-star education trait, you're gregarious, you're gluttonous, and you're zealous. Okay, all interesting things. I mean, I'm very tempted to go for you, because yeah, you're a genius and you're comely, and so are we. So children born between us, if we actually do the whole sort of stalk letter writing thing, will be geniuses, and they'll also definitely be comely, but they might also get the next one up from that, whatever that is, like handsome or beautiful or pretty or whatever it is, one of those. So they'll get that maybe, but these two are an absolute guaranteed thing. I think that sounds like quite a good plan. That sounds like quite a good thing. Down here is the same as well. Cuddles. Somebody called Cuddles. Clearly related to us in some long distant way. There is a Cuddles there from a different house, but there we go. So, our names that we set ages ago are still kind of, being passed down and such. That's quite fun. I suppose we could marry both of you. That would not be a bad thing. We're allowed more than one secondary spouse. I think, actually, you still get a bit of a penalty, even if you only have one of the secondary spouse. Okay, let's get you sorted first. So, right, go and do that, please. So that should be okay. So, yeah, there you go. Totit is going to marry us. Okay, so now, look at piety. We're still losing it. Too few spouses, still -1. Let's get another one. Let's go for Cuddles. And yeah, it says, there's a risk of being inbred, but I think we're related to everybody pretty much now in some distant way. So, okay, let's do that as well, please. So we'll see if that reduces the penalty down a bit as well. So there we go. So that's sorted. So now we've got Cuddles and Totit and Saman. Right, so now does that bring that down a bit? Too few spouses, still -0.5. Still -0.5. Do you know what? That's okay. I don't think we need a fourth wife, do we? Good grief. Okay, and now we've got a little bit of money. Let's run time on a tiny bit. Let's wait until we've got just over 400 money. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the Holy Order's been hired. Don't know if anybody caught on that. Trappings of Majesty. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequalled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewellery would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Oh, this is very exciting. Hang on. Do we get to pick fancy clothes? Okay, so only the finest ermine and velvet for me. We lose 500 money. That's quite a lot of money, but we get resplendent raiment for 5 years. Diplomacy up by 2 for 5 years. That could really help us out. That'd be really helpful in getting all the vassals under our control. That would be useful. Local fashions have symbolic meaning. Stewardship challenge, 71% chance that we get diplomacy up by 2. Stewardship up by 1. But there's a 29% chance that we acquire a boring and unimpressive outfit, or we just gain 100 piety because we don't need things. Oh no, we want things. I want things. I want all the shiniest things. Give me all the shiniest, loveliest things. I'm very tempted to do that, although it means we can't do our kind of whole pilgrimage thing. We have to wait a while to do that, but I think that's probably worth doing. It's a lot of money. We'll get it back up into the not in the red soon enough, and then we're going to have some fancy clothes. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do that. We're going to spend a huge pile of money, but now our diplomacy is up to 26. People like us a bit more. Oh, we can have a dynasty legacy as well. And a snake at court. Okay, well, hang on a minute. Somebody's been seen creeping about with celebration. Oh, celebration. Okay, that can mean only one thing. We're going to expose celebration, lovely people's lover secret. Ah, dearie me, you silly people. Okay, smithies have been constructed into Lac-Kabir. That's very good. Easy to miss amidst all this nonsense going on over here. Okay, right, hang on a second. Dynasty legacy. We can pick a dynasty legacy already. That's really good. That's one of your very first important things to do. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, is it? I was thinking we could leave it for a bit. But okay, now let's go and have a look at these. What are we likely to have as Teacup? What exactly are we going to have? So, vengeful, arbitrary and fickle. It doesn't kind of lead toward anything in one particular area, does it? So, I mean, yeah, you've kind of got these three things here. You are a diplomat, so you're more diplomatic. You've got your charismatic negotiator education trait, and you have got all your sort of diplomacy perks. So maybe you'd think of something a little bit more diplomatic, not so bothered about language stuff, although we could learn a language, might be quite fun. Squire traditions. Oh, hang on. Do you know what we're not doing? We're not swaying anybody. We should possibly go and sway somebody. Who doesn't like us? Hang on. View it by opinion of... Oh, that didn't work before, did it? You. Can we please go and sway you? 95% chance of success. Yeah, we might as well do that whilst we're there. Okay. So not bothered about languages. Squire traditions. I don't see us being overly fighty. Monthly martial lifestyle up by 10%. Dynasty members are less likely to die or get wounded in battle. Faithful Magistrate's title creation cost down by 20%. Control growth up by 0.2. That'd be okay. Ominous reputation. Don't think we're going to go down that route. Architected ancestry. I do like that. Select a congenital trait to become more common in the dynasty. And you can pick these, look. You can pick all these things. So you can pick either comely, quick, hale, fecund. So that's good for your life expectancy and your fertility. Or if you wanted to, you could pick some, potentially ones with more negative traits. So albino is good for dread, apparently, but it's not good for general opinion. You could pick giant, which is not good for your health, but it's good for fighting. You could pick dwarf, which isn't good for prowess, but is good for opinions of other dwarf characters. Or you could pick scaly, which again is good for dread. I mean, I wouldn't mind having fecund. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Fertility up by 50%. I mean, that's okay. That's quite handy. Again, ensures the future of the dynasty and such. But life expectancy up by 5 years in the future, that could be quite good. That'd be quite handy. So if people could get that more often, that would certainly help us live a bit longer and do more stuff. So we could pick that. Vibrant court. Would we pick vibrant court? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what we'd pick. He doesn't seem to have a kind of a clear indication of what he might pick. So possibly vibrant court. Hang on, scroll down. Desirable match, marriage acceptance, not so bothered. Bounteous loins. Again, all about the fertility there. Fertility up by 10%. I mean, that's quite good though. Studious youth is good. Child opinion plus 10. Dynasty members get better education traits. That's good. But I like the idea of this. I like the idea of that. Maybe he saw what happened to his brother. He saw what happened to Rainbow. I thought, you know what? We need to make sure we have better traits going on. We don't want bad things to happen to people. Maybe we could just get, a little bit of that sort of fecundity. Is that the word? Hopefully people can get that nice fecund trait thing. And that means that, fertility will be up. And that means we're not going to get into a situation whereby we have people who might potentially rule lands and all that kind of stuff, have no children, and then have succession crises. Maybe that's what he would go for. He's kind of seen that happen, and he's seen the problems it caused his dad. And then, he's going to try and work around that possibly. And also, it makes us live longer, which is quite good. I like that. I don't see any problems with us living a bit longer. So I think maybe we'd go for that. It's that or possibly vibrant court. I do like the idea of having a vibrant court. What's the next thing up? Piety up. Not so bothered about that. That's learning lifestyle. Where's the diplomacy one? That one there, glory. Okay, that's quite good though, isn't it? Renowned name. Would we go for a renowned name? Prestige up by 10%. Number of knights up by 1. Court grandeur up by 100% each month. Good grief. And that's where you get your diplomacy lifestyle going up. But I think that's going to be better. I do like this. And then we can get that as well. Life expectancy, 5 years. just because you can get that. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll have a bit of that, please. Let's go for fecund, because those we've kind of got in the gene pool anyway. That one we haven't quite yet. So we'll go for that, I think. Let's go for this. I think that sounds like a good plan. So here we go. Let's see if we can make people in the future that are a little bit more kind of fertile and live a bit longer. That sounds like a wonderful plan. Unlock that. And there we go. Architected ancestry is now ours. Right, let's run time on a bit. I just want to make sure we get out of debt so bad things don't happen. Come on, get out of debt. And where are we? Get out of debt, please. There we go. 53 money. That's quite good. So I think, yeah, we need to save up about, I'd say 300 money. I think that'd be a safe amount. So we can then go and do our kind of pilgrimage thing. One of our councillors has died. That was the guy that had the really high... Oh, no. Good grief. Okay, now Emir Chocolate is one of our powerful vassals. He's got a learning of 30. And, yeah, he's got 0 opinions, but he is a powerful vassal. So we can put him into that position now. It's like the, sort of the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher post all over again, isn't it? Right, so you can go into that job this year. There you go. I mean, you might die by the end of the year, but okay. Yeah, so 30 learning, put you in. That means you like us a bit. I think the factions are probably struggling. That one's doing nothing. That one is really struggling. People are sort of coming round to liking us a bit. Okay. Things are looking very good. I think we've kind of we've got people sort of coming round to liking us a bit more, which is very good. That's very helpful indeed. Of course, the more they like us, the more money we get, the more vassals we get, and it's all wonderful from there. Right, okay, just to finish things off, I'd like to get the money together. Okay, right, exotic arms. I was going to say I want to get the money together so we can then go and do our sort of Hajj thing next time. But okay, we'll look at this. Along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. A group of Mashriki peddlers purport to have bought Bulgar objects, said to have come from the faraway court of a great ruler, Khan Oxy of Volga, Bulgaria, no less. Okay, that sounds like a real place. Ashraf, the leading trader, grins darkly. This unique dagger could be yours, for a special price, of course. Great Malik al-Muazzam. A likely yarn indeed. I look to Shabana for guidance. It is certainly no fake, my liege. This work is indeed vulgar Bulgarian and of high quality. Okay, we can't spend 500 money. We can't spend 500 money on that, because that's going to plunge us into debt for a good long time, and when you're in debt, bad things happen for a good long time after that. So, as lovely as it is, our weapon that we've got now, the actual thing we're holding, is very good. We've got Malik Gonzalo's Warhammer, plus 5 prowess, knight effectiveness up by 6%. We don't need your little dagger, I'm a friend. Away with you. Clear off, please. I mean, our prowess is 20. We are pretty good at doing the fighting. I'm quite happy about that. Right, yeah, let's get up to about 300 money, I think. Now there's a scandal. Oh, no. Okay, right, yeah. Now she is with child from that chappie there. See, you should only go start letter writing with people that you're authorised to do it with. Oh, you're causing yourselves all sorts of problems, dearie me. Right, there we go. We've got 360 money. So what I think we'll do is we will finish things up for now. And then when we come back next time, we'll go and do our Hajj thing. That'll make people like us a little bit more. That's going to be very helpful in getting the vassals on side. And then they give us more money and more vassals and everything else. And then we need to work on building up our prestige. Because once again, we got to a point where we could have had some lovely kingdom level fights with these folks over here, and then we've died. So of course we need to build that back up. We need to get back to the status of whatever it is, exalted among men, isn't it, for that one? So we can go and do proper kingdom level fights and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have to get to that point. So yeah, we'll try and do hunts and meals and everything else, do all the kind of stuff to get our prestige up a little bit. I mean, I'm not averse to a bit of fighting. Maybe we could go down here and try and grab some territory, go over here, maybe just take some land off some people. We'll see what we can do. We can go and ask some people as well, politely, if they'd like to join us and all that kind of stuff. So plenty to do. But I think so far, the early days of the reign of Malik al-Muazzam Teacup have been okay. They've been okay. We've been trying to get people on side, and I think for the most part, it's working. It's slow progress, but +4 now, -44. Not everyone likes us that much. We're trying to work on him though. We're trying to sway him. So, it's getting there. +1 for you, +93 for you. There are a few sort of minuses in there. We'll have to try and do something with them at some point, -52 and such like. But there's a little bit of work for us to do. But I think overall, it's okay. We've had no kind of great big kind of rebellions or whatever, and it's all looking good. We've got some money. We've done a few things with it as well. We've had a big old party and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's gone quite well. We'll come back next time and just see how we get on in the kind of the earlier years, I would say, of Teacup's reign rather than the early months that we've seen this time around. But yeah, we'll come back and see how we get on. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Crusader Kings 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Move out of the way, friend. I'm going to completely ignore you and do some comment moderating. Kung Fu Croquet. Maria, you've broken my heart. There you go, some more flowers that I stored on the back of my pants. Lovely. There we go. As you can see, I'm having the wildest of times. Enormous banana massacre.